This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my own personal YouTube channel. An absolute pleasure to be able to join you today. I hope you're all doing well. What we got coming up this week? Well, we're today on Wednesday, the 30th of the 7th. It is the second day of Glorious Goodwood today. We had a Group 1 win yesterday for the Aidan O'Brien trained Scandinavia in the Goodwood Cup. It's the Group 1 Sussex Stakes today. So, all being well, another fantastic race in prospect here. But why we're here today is it is also Classic Week, everybody. Taking place this weekend is the German Oaks. So, as I like to do before most classics in the week before, I like to have a look at all the horses I've been keeping an eye on in the processes, have a final walk through with them and see which ones we're going to put on the Classic Watch 25 website ahead of the Classics. This possible here is another horse based in Germany ahead of the German Oaks. It is actually entered to run in the race this weekend, so I suppose there is a pretty good chance that the horse is going to run. So we had better take a look at that horse now, and then we might have another German Oaks contender to put on the side. Right, the horse in question is, before we do that, where can people find these horses? ClassicWatch25.great/site.net is where people will be able to find all these racehorses. We're going to take a look now. You see that the Roll of Honour is slowly but surely coming together now. We've updated it up until the end of the Southern Hemisphere season for all the horses running in Australia, because their season actually ends tomorrow, the 31st of July. So basically then, towards the rest of the European season, plenty of work still left to be done on the Roll of Honour. It's fair to say, but the Classics won by the Australian horses, Broadside In and Lady Shenandoah, are now on the site. ClassicWatch25.great/site.net is, like I said, the Classic Watch 25 website. It's there to enjoy at your leisure. Right, the horse in question today is based in Germany, as I said, and the horse is called Raposa. Raposa, a filly, born in 2022, sired by Frankel, out of a dam called Rialezza, who herself was sired by Maxios. People will see there that it was bred by Siftung Gestert Farhoft and owned by them as well. The trainer of the horse is Andreas Roller. The horse used to be trained by Simon James Stokes. Owned and bred by Gestert Farhoff, it's fair to say. Very interesting horse who was foaled on the 3rd of April 2022, this mare. I know some people like to take a look at the Racing Post horses. We'll do that shortly. We'll take a look at the form first. You'll see the horse was third first time out in a race at Hoppegarten on the 11th of May 2025. The horse came out and then won on the 9th of the 6th, 2025. in a flat race at Hanover. And then the horse managed to make its pattern race breakthrough in the Grosser Preis von Gottfried Schultz, the Diana trial held at Dusseldorf, which was a listed race held on the 21st of the 6th, 2025. So this horse has only raced 3 times in her career, 2 wins and 1 place at the moment. And she is already a listed winner. And you'll see there, she is entered on the 3rd of the 8th at Dusseldorf, where she has already won her trial over the extra 100 metres. So the 1 mile, 3.5 furlongs, the trial, 1 mile, 4 furlongs, the actual German Oaks, on the 3rd of the 8th. Very interesting horse, Raposa. If people take a look at the horse on the Racing Post, they will see that the Racing Post has only actually noticed that the horse has ran once, and that was the listed win gained at Dusseldorf on the 25th, where she beat Asteria by half a length, running to a Racing Post rating of 96. That's why I will always say that people should always use the resources of the race in the country of the country the race is taking place, because you'll get a full picture of the horse. On the German resources, you'll see there that Raposa has actually raced 3 times, and the Racing Post only have her racing once. Raposa, you will see, like I said, sired by Frankel out of a dam called Rialezza. People will see that the Pedigree online thoroughbred database is looking up to date so far. 3 starts, 2 wins and a place. Earnings of €21,250 so far in her career. You'll see there that the listed race is on the site also, as well as the 2 previous trainers. So the Pedigree online thoroughbred database leading the way. What we can see from this site is the horse Raposa is dam line number 23. So that is the dam line we are going to take a look at here. What we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the first 5 dams of the horse. The 5th dam of the horse was born before me in 1971. We're going to take a look at the form of all 5 dams, and we're going to take a look at some of the interesting relatives on the line that I've managed to find. And then, because I've actually looked at this line a couple of times before in the past, I'll be able to link you to an old video on this horse as well, should you require more information. And then we will watch the horse win the listed race at Dusseldorf. We won't watch the horse win second time out. We only like to do that if they win first time out. So we watched the horse win the listed race at Dusseldorf last month. And then I think we will be able to get on with our lives. Some very interesting horses related to this horse, and we're going to take a look at some of them now, I should imagine. Rialezza is the place we need to start, the dam of the horse. Rialezza, a mare born in 2015, sired by Maxios, out of a dam called Royal Dubai. People see there that Rialezza actually won 2 of her 7 starts and was second in another start. 3 of 7 in the first 2, and earnings of €19,700. The horse raced exclusively in Germany. You'll see that she also won a Diana trial. She won the listed BBAG Diana trial of 2018. Another German listed race. A horse also trained by Andreas Wohler and a black type producer. What she is quite an interestingly bred horse, like I said, because she is a half-sister to Room. Room, a Godolphin horse, mare foaled in 2008. Sired by Monson out of Royal Dubai. People will see that Royal Dubai is also the dam of Raposa. Room raced 16 times in her career, 4 wins, 1 second and 2 thirds in her career. 7 out of 16 starts in the first 3 for earnings of 58,015 Great British pounds in her career. Trained by Said bin Sarour. I remember her going round, I think. Yeah, there it is. She has won a listed race as well. Winner of the listed Ballymacole Stakes of 2011. And she was also placed in the Swettenham Stud Fillies Trial Stakes, the Oaks Trial at Newbury as well. And at 4, the filly was placed in 2 more listed races. The Cockney Rebel Fillies Stakes at Lingfield and the Upavon Fillies Stakes at Salisbury. So the horse placed in 3 listed races and managing to win another one. You'll see there multiple black type producer. Dam of 2021 Breeders' Cup Turf winner Yibir. Quirky in his own right. I suppose we better take a look at him first. Yibir, a gelding born in 2018, sired by Dubawi out of Room. Yibir raced 19 times in his career, 8 wins, 3 seconds and 3 thirds. 14 of 19 starts in the first 3 for career earnings of £3,185,383 in his career. Very good horse, Yibir. You'll see there at 3, the horse won the Group 1 Breeders' Cup Turf. The horse also won the Group 2 Great Voltage Estates at York. And the horse won the Group 3 Bahrain Trophy at Newmarket. And the horse also won the Jockey Club Derby Invitational Stakes at Belmont. And the horse was second in the Coptat Stakes, Group 3 race at Goodwood, and also third in the Group 3 Classic Trial at Sandown. At 4, the horse came back and won the Group 2 Princess of Wales Stakes at Newmarket, and the horse was placed in another 2 Group 1 races, second in the Dubai Shima Classic and third in the Man of War Stakes in the USA. The horse was also second in the Jockey Club Stakes back at Newmarket as well. And at 5, the horse managed to win another listed race, winner of the Esher Stakes at Sandown, over 2 miles in 2023. This horse was in fact the 2021 Eclipse Champion Turf Male for his Group 1 win in the Breeders' Cup Turf, as well as winning some very interesting St Ledger trials. Horse sadly a gelding though, so unable to run in the classics unless he was gelded afterwards. Can't quite remember when the horse was gelded. But yeah, very interesting horse, Yabir, it's fair to say. Next one we need to take a look at is Wild Illusion, a mare born in 2015, sired by Jubawi, again out of Room. Wild Illusion raced 12 times in her career, 4 wins, 3 seconds and a third, 8 of 12 starts in the first 3, for career earnings of £1,195,992 UK pounds. The horse raced in Great Britain, France, the USA and Ireland. Very unlucky this horse, Wild Illusion, not to be a classic winner, it's fair to say. The horse was a Group 1 winner though at 2 and 3. At 2, the horse won the Group 1 pre-Marcel Boussac of 2017, held at Chantilly rather than Longchamp that year. And the horse was also third in the Group 3 Prix de Mile as well, the same year. At 3, the horse managed to win the Nassau Stakes over 10 furlongs at Goodwood. And the horse also won the Prix de l'Opera at Longchamp on Arc Day. The horse was second in the UK Oaks over a mile and a half at Epsom. And the horse was fourth in the 1,000 guineas as well, the same year at Newmarket in 2018. The horse was also placed in the Group 1 Breeders' Cup Fillion Mares Turf and was second in the Group 2 Ribblesdale Stakes as well at Royal Ascot. And at 4, the horse was fourth in the Group 1 Pretty Polly Stakes at the Curragh. You'll see as well that Wild Illusion is a black type producer. Spirited Style is the name of the horse, a filly born in 2022, sired by See the Stars out of Wild Illusion. People see that Spirited Style has only raced 3 times in her career, 2 wins and a place so far. The horse never out of the first 2 in 3 starts, for career earnings of £34,722 UK pounds. Spirited Style, winner of the listed Aphrodite Stakes at Newmarket this season in 2025, trained by Charlie Appleby. Very interesting horse, Spirited Style, it's fair to say. Take a quick look at Wild Crusade now, a gelding, born in 2019, another one sired by Jubawi out of Room. Wild Crusade raced 10 times in his career, a horse that was second in the first 2 in 7 of his 10 starts, 3 wins and 4 places, for earnings of £76,296 UK pounds at time of writing updating this article. Wild Crusade was placed second in the Floodlit Stakes of 2022 at Kempton. Another one trained by Charlie Appleby, and I noticed that article hasn't been updated since then. So Room has certainly done her bit for this line, hasn't she? We need to take a look at a horse now called Rio Corvo, I think. A horse born in 2016, sired by Pastorius out of Rio Cobra. People will see that Royal Dubai is actually the second dam of this horse, Rio Corvo, as well as being the dam of our horse. Rio Corvo raced 18 times in his career, 6 wins, 2 places and 2 thirds. 10 of 18 starts in the first 3. Unfortunately, no career earnings have been registered for the horse on this site. But the horse is a Group 3 winner. The horse won age 6, the 2022 Group 3 Grand Prix de Vichy in France, and was also placed in the Coupe de Maison Lafitte the same year. So Group 3 winner back in 2022, age 6. Rio Corvo, the horse raced in Spain and France. And you'll see there the horse is a stallion at Haras de la Hetre in France. Someone obviously entered this horse wrongly as a gelding on this site. Not a gelding in capital letters. to deter them from re-amending the horse again. Very interesting horse. As you said, the horse was at stud, and we can confirm that. Rio Corvo standing for a 2025 stud fee of €2,800. Contact Pascal New at Studmaster at Harras Le Try again. You'll see there that the horse mainly made his record in Madrid. The horse won a couple of times at San Sebastian and Muger, as well as Venezuela, and then it was at 6 that the horse finally decided to come to France and have a little go as well. That was behind Dubai Future, was it? Okay. 4th as well in the listed Grand Prix de Compiègne. Very interesting horse. 3rd in the Bahrain International Trophy, as well as 3rd in the race that we said, the Prix Coupe de Maison Lafitte. Horse was actually placed in 2 Group 3s at 6, as well as winning one of them. No horses at stud yet. You'll see Rio Corvo commenced stud duties in France this year in 2025. But yeah, interesting stallion, Rio Corvo, very closely related to this horse, the Group 3 winner in France. We're going to move on now, I think, and take a look at the second dam of the horse, Royal Dubai. The second dam of our horse, Royal Dubai, mare born in the year 2000, sired by Dashing Blade out of a dam called Reem Dubai, an Irish-bred dam. Royal Dubai raced 7 times in her career, 2 wins, a second and a third, 4 times out of 7 in the first 3, for earnings of €83,600 in Germany. In Royal Dubai, a very interesting horse, winner of the Group 3, Price de Winter Kernighan of 2002. That is the premier 2-year-old race that we have in Germany. It still is to this day for fillies. The horse was also second in the listed TNT Cup of 2003 and 3rd in the Group 3 Deutsche Herald Prize the same year over a mile. The horse also, Royal Dubai, a black type producer. From the horses we have looked at, sent to Great Britain for breeding, another one bred by Gestert Etzine and owned by Gestert Farhoff. The second dam of the horse, Royal Dubai, we found another little branch to this horse as well, Royal Highness. Royal Highness, a mare born in 2002, sired by Monson out of Reem Dubai. People will see that Reem Dubai is also the dam, the third dam of our horse, Raposa. You see, so our second dam is a half sister, a full sister even, because I think they're both our Dashing Blade, our dam. Royal Dubai, Royal Highness out of Monson, out of Reem Dubai. Royal Highness, a mare that raced 16 times in her career, 4 wins, 6 seconds and 2 thirds. Very good career. She 12 out of 16 starts in the first 3. Another racing millionaire on this line for earnings, though just under, of $987,081. The horse racing in France and the USA. Royal Highness. And you'll see that she had a very good career, it's fair to say. The horse was a Group 1 winner in 2007, winning the Group 1 Beverly D Stakes out in America. The same year, she also won the Group 3 Very 1 Handicap as well. She also was winner of the Group 2 Prix de Mailleret of 2005 at Saint Cloud, as well as being placed in other decent races at 3. She was placed in the Prix Vermeil at Longchamp, and she was also placed in the Group 3 Prix de Royaumont. At 4 in 2006, the horse was placed in the Group 1 Prix Gannet at Longchamp, placed again in the Prix Vermeil, as well as the Joe Hirsch Turf Classic Invitational, and she was also second in the Long Island Handicap at Aqueduct, before breaking Group 1 Duck, in the 2007 and landing another Group 3 as well. Group 1 and dual Group 3 winner in France and the USA. Royal Highness, very interesting horse, it's fair to say. She's the dam of another stallion that I found, Freeport Lux. Freeport Lux, a horse born in 2011, sired by Oasis Dream, out of a dam called Royal Highness, as we said. Freeport Lux raced 21 times in his career, 4 wins, 3 seconds and a third, and 8 of 21 starts in the first 3, for earnings of €571,924 in his career. Freeport Lux winner of the Group 2 Prix d'Arcart, also won the Group 3 Prix Prince d'Orange and the Group 2 Prix Dollar. Interesting horse, it's fair to say. Never placed at Group 1 level, second also in the Group 2 Prix Guillaume de Nano, the Group 3 Prix de la Force and the Group 3 Prix Gonto Buron. So the horse, Group 2, dual Group 2 and Group 3 winning stallion. The horse started his career at Harras de Cercy, then went back to Harras de Van in France, and from 2025 onwards, the horse is a stallion in Libya, which sort of contradicts what I'm seeing on Aryan Pedigree, because the horse is actually still on there for a 2025 stud fee of £2,500 for a man called Adrien Delaroc at Harras de Van. Side a few horses, Freeport Lux, side 249 in his career to have gone round. This is predominantly, I would say, definitely a national hunt stallion. You will see there that 249 horses have been foaled by Freeport Lux. 122 of them have run, and between them, 48 winners have won 82 races. Between them, no stakes and graded race winners at all. On the flat, you'll see that 64 of the winners have come up for 43 colts and 39 fillies, quite even, and you'll see the majority of the winners over 2,400 metres plus. A couple of 1 mile 7. Someone's managed to win a race with 1 over 7 furlongs, which is a fantastic effort, really. You'll see that 113 of them have gone round in Great Britain, 14 of them round in the 113 in France, 14 in Great Britain, and 6 in Ireland. At the moment, the best progeny of the sire, according to these, is Javanese, who's won 4 times, including the Prix-Christian to Tredern hurdle at Troy. There's a couple of multiple winners as well, including one there that has won at Chantilly, third in the Prix-Magdalene Bryant hurdle there. But yeah, I don't know if these are in fact pattern races, but you'll see. Around 18, 19 and 20, the horses have started to come along, so you'll see the oldest crop is only about 7. It'll tell us there, he entered stud in France in 2017. So 122 progenies and over $3 million, which isn't a lot really in horse racing terms at the moment, but the horse still very much at stud for €2,500 ago. Contact Adrien Delaroc at Harras de Van. Yeah, a couple of very interesting horses that I found on this little Royal Highness section. We've got to take a look at Ruby Lot as well, a gelding, born in 2020, sired by Rubik out of Emirates Comfort. People will see that Royal Highness is the second dam of this horse. Ruby Lot raced 22 times in his life, 6 wins, 4 seconds and 5 thirds. 16 out of 22 starts in the first 3 for total earnings of 19,746,000 Hong Kong dollars. This horse going round to quite a good level in Hong Kong, it's fair to say. Ruby Lot was winner of the Hong Kong Classic Cup at Sha Tin, and the horse was also second in the 2025 Champions and Chasers Cup, a Group 1 race. So this horse still going round nicely now, the 5-year-old, in Hong Kong, Group 1 placed this year, as well as winning the Hong Kong Classic Cup. The gelding. Another one we need to take a look at is Sunlight Power, a gelding, born in 2019, sired by Capitalist out of Emirates Comfort. Oh, so this is a half brother to the other one, is it? Yeah, it is. Half brother to Ruby Lot. Sunlight Power, but born a year earlier. Sunlight Power has raced 24 times in his career, 6 wins, 2 seconds and 6 thirds. 14 of 24 starts in the first 3. Earnings of 12,078,050 Hong Kong dollars in his career. Sunlight Power, another one, going around quite well, third in the 2025 Hong Kong Jockey Club Champions Mile, a Group 1 race this year. So we've got 2 Group 1 placed horses in Hong Kong as older horses going round related to our horse. Interesting. We're going to take a look now at the third dam of Raposa, Reen Dubai. Reen Dubai, a mare born in 1992, sired by Nashwan out of Gesaday. I'm going to say that's pronounced. Reen Dubai raced 4 times in her career, never troubled the judge, and only earned £608 on the racecourse in Great Britain. But we do know that she's bred some interesting horses out of her and is a black type winner. We're going to go on to the fourth dam now. Jessaday, a mare born in 1983, sired by Ella Manamu out of La Melody. Very interesting this pedigree gets. Jessaday raced 14 times in her career, 4 wins, 2 seconds and 3 thirds. 9 times out of 14 in the first 3 for earnings of $52,732 UK dollars in her career. UK pounds, sorry. Jessaday won the Group 3 as it was then, Prix de Fleur, and also managed to win the listed as it was then, Pretty Polly Stakes, it might still be. That's the British one, not the Irish one. The horse was placed in several Group 2 races in her era. The what is now Group 1 Sun Chariot Stakes, the horse was placed in that. The horse was also Group 2 placed in Germany, the Grosser Amdal Deutschland, and in the Group 2, Prince of Wales Stakes, as well as finishing second in the Group 3 September Stakes at Kempton and the listed Scottish Derby of Great Britain of 1986. Not entirely sure that race, pretty sure that race doesn't exist anymore. It might be the old Glasgow Stakes, I'm not sure. But yeah, Scotland did used to have its own derby. As recently as 1986, the mare sadly died in 1998. But yeah, very interesting mare, it's fair to say, because it is then really that we've seen some nice horses already, some Group 1 winners and that. But I think it's fair to say that when we look at what is further back in the history of this pedigree, that it goes up a level, it's fair to say. So we're going to take a look at some of them now. Electrocutionist, a horse born in 2001, sired by Red Ransom out of El Baha. People will see that Jessada, however you want to say it, is the second dam of this horse. Electrocutionist raced 12 times in his career, 8 wins, 3 seconds and a third. A horse never out of the first 3 in 12 starts in his career for earnings of $5,407,533 US dollars. A horse sadly never made it to stud after dying in 2005 of an apparent heart attack. Sadly, the horse started his career in Italy, really. Group 1 winner, the Gran Premio di Milano, Group 1 winner. The horse also won the International Stakes, Great Britain, Juddmonte International. The horse also won the Dubai World Cup. He also won the Group 2 third round of the Mattoon Challenge. The horse also won the listed Gran Premio d'Italia as well. The horse also second in the Gran Premio del Jockey Club in Italy. Second in the Prince of Wales Estates as well to Ouija Board that year. Second also in the King George. I think it might have been behind Hurricane Run that year. And third also in the Canadian International Group 1 race in Canada. The horse was purchased from owner Earl Mack and trainer Valfredo Valiani by Godolphin in 2005. Died of an apparent heart attack on September the 9th, 2006. Very good horse it was. It had a fantastic year for Godolphin. Sadly died. What a horse it was. Very flashy, very good horse. Electrocutionist was, it's fair to say. Just a shame that the horse never got to stud, I think. Horse never out of the first 3. Gregory Ava is the sister to Electrocutionist, born in 2003, sired by Woodman out of El Baha. Gregory Ava raced 9 times in her career, 2 wins and 2 seconds. 4 starts out of 9 in the first 2, and she earned $96,827 US dollars in her career. Gregory Ava won the listed Prix de Lilas in France and was second in the Group 3 Prix Chloe before being sent to the USA for the rest of her career. Very interesting horse though, again, Gregory Ava. Another one we need to take a look at is a classic winner, Robertico. People will see that Jessada is also the second dam of this horse. Robertico, born in 1995, sired by Robolino out of Dance on the Stage. People will see it's a different dam, but the second dam is still there. Robertico raced 12 times in his career, managing to win on 3 occasions. Don't know how many times the horse was placed. earnings of €277,929 in his career. Roberto, winner of the 1998 Group 1 German Derby. He's also third in the Union Rennen and the Europa Championat in Germany as well. Very good horse, sire. In 2003 at Beechwood Grange Stud at some point, Roberto. But yeah, German Derby winner of 1998. Another horse we need to take a look at is another classic winner, Arctique Royale. Arctique Royale, a mare born in 1978, sired by Royal and Regal out of a dam called Arctic Melody. People will see that if they look at Raposa, they will see that Arctic Melody is in fact the 6th dam of Raposa. So this one is directly on this line as well. Classic winner. The horse raced 8 times in her career, 3 wins and 2 seconds in it. In the first 2 in 5 of 8 starts for earnings of $88,640 US dollars, despite winning a classic. Arctique Royale, winner of the Irish 1,000 Guineas of 1981. She also won what was the Group 2 Moyglare Stud Stakes as a 2-year-old in 1980. And she also was second in what is then the Group 2 Pretty Polly Stakes in Ireland. That is now a Group 1 race. The horse sadly died in the year 2000. But yeah, another classic winner. And she was involved in the pedigree of a classic winner as well, if I remember correctly, Moonstone. Yeah, Arctique Royale is the 3rd dam of Moonstone. A mare born in 2005, sired by Dalakani out of Solo de Lune. Moonstone, people will see, raced 6 times in her career, 1 win and 2 places in the first 2 in 3 of her 6 starts for earnings of €222,619, as well as £78,892 UK pounds. A horse famed for breaking its maiden in a classic. Winner of the 2008 Irish Oaks, Moonstone. She had gone close before that. She was also placed in the UK Oaks of 2008 as well at Epsom. Multiple black type producer. Moonstone, we're going to probably take a look at them at a later point because she's still going round quite nicely, some of her pedigrees. And it's just a matter of time, I think, before one gets on this site. Scorpion is another one we need to take a look at. Scorpion is out of a horse called Ard Melody. People will see that La Melody, the 5th dam of our horse, Raposa, is actually the 3rd dam of Scorpion. Scorpion, a horse born in 2002, sired by Montjeu out of Ard Melody. Scorpion raced 15 times in his career, 4 wins and 6 seconds. 10 out of 15 starts in the first 2. Another one who earned nearly £1 million, earnings of £958,059 UK pounds in his career. Scorpion, the winner of the 2005 UK St Leger, and the horse also the same year won 2 more Group 1s. Not the same year, so he also won 2 more Group 1s in his career, the Grand Prix de Paris and the Coronation Cup. The horse was 2nd in the Irish Derby, 2nd in the Irish St Leger as well, 2nd in the Hardwick, 2nd in the Gallinall Stakes and 3rd in the Ormond Stakes as well. The horse entered stud in 2008, 2016 at Castlehide Stud, the Cornwall National Hunt Stud, before going to Shade Oak Stud in Great Britain between 2017 and 2021, and then back to Ireland in 2022 at Old Road Stud in Ireland. And yeah, I can confirm that this horse is still at stud, Scorpion. Private fee these days. Contact James Hannon at Old Road Stud. The horse probably, as a stallion, was what he was. Sired plenty of horses in his day. 181 Scorpions were born in 2011, 195 in 2013, all the way down to 9 in 2017. The horse has had a very varied stud career, it's fair to say, regarding numbers. All in all, 1,228 horses have been born by Scorpion, and only around half of them have hit the track. 610 runners by Scorpion. Out of between that, 233 horses sired by Scorpion have won 500 81 races between them for just over €7 million. You'll see then, again, predominantly a stakes-placed horse. Freeport Lux, it's fair to say, Scorpion, it's fair to say. Not many stud horses there. Did we look at Freeport Lux's stud record? I'm not entirely sure what we did. Oh, yeah, of course we did. Yeah. And you'll see there that the analysis by age, again, most of them have gone around age 4 and over 2,400 metres again. Someone has won the school race with a Scorpion over 5 furlongs, which is a crazy thing to even attempt. And you'll see there that 384 of them have gone round in Great Britain and 294 of them have gone round in Ireland, 9 of them in France. I mean, the stallion pretty much is what he is. Sadly, the commenced duties in 2008 and Great Britain in 2020. Yeah, side a Gold Cup winner though. The horse side 1 stakes place horse, placed in a Group 3 in the Monterrico Classico. I think Monterrico is in Chile. I might be wrong, or Uruguay, but the horse definitely had a go there at Monterrico. And you'll see there that Might Bite won the Gold Cup and won 10 races, won the Sundown Future Stars Intermediate Chase, the King George, the RSA, second, in the Gold Cup, and third in the Denman Chase. Also like the Nipper, Nairi have won a few races as well. Riders on the Storm, people might remember that one going round. But yeah, the horse has only side 1 stakes place horse on the flat, and that was born in 2010 in South America. Despite there being no record of it going round there. And Peru, you'll see, it's just wrong, isn't it? It's just not correct. Yeah, the horse side of stakes winners, That must have been the only horse going round in Peru. Even though I can clearly see 2 on this list here. Some of the information, that's the St. Cloud horse, So Shaula was probably the only one that went round in Peru for this to be correct. Great Group 3 placed on the flat. But yeah, Scorpion, very quirky horse, it's been rumoured. But I wouldn't know anything about that, being a total racing outsider. We're going to take a look at the 5th dam of the horse now, Raposa, La Melody. La Melody, born in 1971, sired by Lethmos out of Arctic Melody. La Melody won both her starts and won $3,890 US on the track. Not much record of any pattern race company, any form, but what she is the dam of legendary stayer Ardross. Ardross, born in 1976, sired by Run the Gauntlet out of a dam called La Melody. Ardross raced 24 times in his career, 14 wins, 4 seconds and 6 thirds. 20 of 24 starts in the first 3, earnings of £412,548 UK pounds. I mean, what a roll of honour this horse had. Ardross won 2 Ascot Gold Cups. He also won the French St Leger Classic winner, the Prix Royal Oak. Also won the Group 2 Goodwood Gold Cup. Group 2, what is then Gallinule. I think that race actually been relegated. The horse has won 2 Yorkshire Cups, 2 Geoffrey Freer Stakes. That race also been relegated. A Group 3 Jockey Club Cup. Again, another one, Jockey Club Stakes. Also won the Doncaster Club in Group 3 and the Group 3 Henry II Stakes. Second in the Arc. Second in the Ascot Gold Cup. Second in the Goodwood Cup and the Doncaster Cup. One of the century's top stayers. Raced in England, Ireland and France. And was deemed a champion in all 3 countries. England's Horse of the Year in 1982, as well as being the European champion older horse. Sired of champions as well. Over certain parts, died of a heart attack in 1994 at Southcourt Stud in Bedfordshire. Sadly, very good horse, Ardross, it's fair to say, back in his day. European champion older horse. Another one we need to take a look at is a gelding. Castletown, a gelding, born in 1986, sired by £1 sterling. Out of a dam called Mona Coa. People will see that Arctic Melody, the 6th dam of our horse, is the 3rd dam of this horse, Mona Coa, Similar to Ardros, a legendary horse in his own country. Castletown raced 103 times in his career, 16 wins, 9 seconds and 11 thirds, believe it or not. 36 out of 103 times in the first three for earnings of 2,467,761. I'm going to say this is New Zealand dollars. Castletown, winner of the New Zealand Derby. Won the New Zealand Derby of 1989. The New Zealand champion racehorse, inducted in the New Zealand Racing Hall of Fame in 2014, before sadly dying in December 2017 of a cardiac arrest. The horse won the Caulfield Stakes in Australia, 3 times winner of the Group 1 Wellington Cup, as well as winning the New Zealand Derby, as I said, in 1989, and the Group 1 Auckland Cup, and the Group 1 Celts Capital Stakes as well. Solid horse in New Zealand, going to the well plenty of times like they do down in the Southern Hemisphere. Sadly a gelding though, so no record of the horse standing at stud. What I can do in this video is I will include a video for further information on this line. I will say that the resolution isn't that good on it, because it was back in the day, one of the first videos I recorded and I wasn't really sure what I was doing. But there's this horse, Local Dynasty, that at the time was a listed winner of the listed Silver Tankard Stakes of 2022. I was also placed the year after in the D Stakes at Chester, when trained by Charlie Appleby. The horse sadly fell short, but they'll see that Womb is the second dam of this horse, truly special. So it does fit in to this pedigree. And what I can do is, instead of going on at great detail about this pedigree, I will leave a link to the video I did on Local Dynasty back in the day in 2022. So people can watch that video if they do choose to. And I will leave that video there now. We can close a view that tab down now, and we'll take a look now at the historic dam line. Like I said, on bloodlines.net, I'm having to go through the Wayback Machine still though, because the site, I think, is ruined with a Cloudflare error. The lady sadly died, so now the site, in the interest of security, is not being displayed to the public. You'll see that this is our section all the way back to Arctic Melody, foaled in 1962. We've taken a look at these, the ones in capitals: Castletown, Ardros, Scorpion, Robertico and Arctic Royale as Moonstone, as well as some not in capitals, such as Electrocutionist. Never looked at Contact Dancer, because the horse was a gelding. Very interesting horses. It's fair to say we didn't look at Brazilian Colour either, the winner there in 2006. But yeah, very interesting horse, it's fair to say, on a pretty decent historic dam line. Raposa, the German horse in the 2025 Oaks. The question I like to ask myself normally in videos like this is Raposa a classic filly? Hard to say, really. What we can do is we can watch her win the listed German Oaks trial on the same course they hold the German Oaks. And that race was held at Dusseldorf last month. We can watch the horse win this race now, and then we will see what we think.
The last horses in. They're all in for the big one, with not a great getaway from the favorite Raposa. And from the outside comes Asteria, Mere Brise in second, and then we have on the inside the 7th Silaway. And Raposa is coming back after an awkward start and is pulling really hard. Difficulties for Eduardo Pedrosa to keep this daughter of Franco on track. Ooh, and is bothering Mere Brise as well. But in the lead we have Asteria, with in second place horse number 6 Raposa. Then we have on the inside horse number 5 Mere Brise. First over is Silaway, and behind Silaway we find on the inside Turf Simi with Dublone, and then we see Laminaria, and in last place we have horse number 8 Sunshine Baby. But in the lead Asteria, followed on the inside by horse number 6, Raposa, still a little bit fighting. And then we have on the inside, nicely settling Mere Brise. And behind Mere Brise with 1,000 to go comes on the outside Silhouette. So the fancied horses are at the moment the horses who are in the front. And that's, for example, the leader Asteria with Adrie de Vries within second place. Horse number 6, Raposa. Then we have on the inside horse number 5, Mere Brise, still looking good with the Silhouette in fourth, and yeah, the others with on the inside Turf Simi, and on the outside coming a little bit closer to Blone, and then Sunshine Baby leaves one horse behind, and that's Laminaria, and that's the order as they turn for home. And here is the acceleration from Asteria in the lead with on the outside Raposa, won't go away. On the inside Mere Brise missed it a little bit there, and then we have on the outside horse number 7 coming Silhouette, but Raposa is fighting with Asteria in a fantastic battle, and I see this fantastic Raposa again here in this race, but won't go away. On the inside is Asteria, Raposa, Asteria with Silhouette in third. Fantastic edition of this Grosse Prize from Gottfried Schultz, the Diana Trial, and again she did it, but had to work for it. Horse number 6 Raposa with Edi Pedroso. Better, way better than last time, Asteria. Then we have the 7 Silhouette, and somewhat disappointing Mere Brise. I think it's better that she dominates, but from out of the field, nothing happened there. So in fourth, Sunshine Baby, the big outsider. But good victory, Raposa. 6 beats 2.
Very interesting race there, that was, wasn't it, I thought? And it was a pretty good performance on the day, I thought, from Raposa. Like the commentator said, she was pretty keen in the early stages there, wasn't she? And she did sort of have to bulldoze her way into the run to take her place in the field where the jockey, Eduardo Pedrosa, wanted her to be. But once he got her settled in second place, I thought she went round quite nicely, to be fair to her. And entering the straight, she looked very game, didn't she? The first two, I thought, had the run of the race. Not many of the others got into the race, did they, looking at that replay? And in the closing stages, I thought Raposa was well on top at the end, although the second did run well. But Raposa managed to get her head in front. In that listed race, I think she was doing her best work at the end. So the extra 100 metres, I think, that she will face in the German Oaks, could, if she runs, could play to her strength. Either way, I do think she's a very interesting candidate, Raposa, it's fair to say. Good to have a German-based horse for us if she does choose to take her time. We had Lazio placed in the German Derby. This is one of only 2 Group 1s for 3-year-olds only in Germany. The 2 Guinnesses in Germany aren't Group 1 races, and neither is the Ledger. So it's sort of now or never for Raposa if she wants to prove to be a Group 1 filly out in Germany. And I think if she takes her chance this coming weekend in the Group 1 German Oaks, then she looks to be, to me, an interesting contender, it's fair to say. Right, I think we can leave this video here now. Thank you very much to everybody for taking the time to watch the video. As always, it is very much appreciated. What I will do is I'll leave you all a copy of the Classic Watch 25 Possibles playlist. That way, people who might be coming across my channel for the first time will be able to keep track of all the Classic Watch 25 Possibles. Every single video made on the Classic Watch 25 Possibles process will be on that playlist. Some of them made it to the site and others haven't, due to not running in Classics at this stage. And another thing I will also do is I will enable people who have watched this video without being subscribed to the channel. I will help you try and make sure you do not miss any more of my content by leaving you all an opportunity to subscribe to the channel as well moving forward. It doesn't help me at all, really. It helps you not miss any more of my content, really. It's good that you subscribe, really. It doesn't help me at all in any way, shape or form if people subscribe to the channel or not. Very interesting horse this is, Raposa. Will she take her chance in the Group 1 German Oaks this coming weekend? Time will tell. It's also Glorious Goodwood continuing this week as well. So, and also it is the Galway Festival in Ireland. So there's plenty of racing upcoming this weekend. But for now, I think I will leave this video here. Thank you very much to everybody for taking the time to watch it. Take care of yourselves and your loved ones. Enjoy the rest of your week and your upcoming weekend. Take care, everybody, and goodbye.